Hello friends and welcome to another tutorial on Geeks for Geeks. In this video, we are going to understand the program which finds sum of nodes at kth level in a tree represented as a string. First, let us take an example. We take input an integer k and a binary tree in string format. Every node of a tree has value in range from 0 to 9. We need to find the sum of elements at kth level from root. The root is at level 0. Now, let us look at the algorithm. We take a sample string tree and we take k equal to 2. Now, in the sum at kth level, we initialize a level variable to -1. Next, we take a sum variable and initialize sum to 0. Now, integer n will store the length of tree string, which is 19. For better understanding, let us also take a sample graphical representation of the string tree. Now we enter the for loop and initially I will be 0. We check if character at the ith position in tree array is an opening parenthesis. As it is true, we increment level. Now next iteration of for loop will take place. Now element at index 1 is not an opening parenthesis or a closing parenthesis, and level is also not equal to k. So we go to the next iteration. The character at index 2 is an opening parenthesis, so we increment level. We continue with the for loop and increment I. Again, as element at position 3, which is 5, not a closing or an opening parenthesis, also level is not equal to k, so we go to the next iteration. Element at position 4 is an opening parenthesis and hence we increment level. Next we increment I. Element at position 5 is 4 and since level is equal to k, we make sum equal to sum plus 4. Next we increment I. Element at index 6 is an opening parenthesis and hence we increment level. We increment I. Now element at position 7 is a closing parenthesis and hence we decrement level. We go to the next iteration. Element at index 8 is an opening parenthesis, so we increment level. We go to the next iteration. Element at index 9 is a closing parenthesis and hence we decrement level. Now I will be 10. Character at index 10 is a closing parenthesis, so we decrement level. Now I will be incremented. Element at index 11 is again a closing parenthesis, so we decrement level. We move on to the next iteration. Character at index 12 is an opening parenthesis and hence we increment level. I will now be 13. Element at position 13 is 7, but level is not equal to k. So we increment I and go to the next iteration. We have an opening parenthesis at index 14, hence we increment level. I will be 15. Now at 15th index element is 1 and level is also equal to k. So we add 1 to sum. I will be 16. At 16th index we have a closing parenthesis, so level is decremented. I will be 17. Again level will be decremented. I becomes 18. Now level will be -1. Now we reach the end of the for loop and return sum. So sum at level 2 is 5. Now let us have a look at the time complexity of the program. This code will run in big O of n complexity. Here n are the number of nodes in the binary tree. With this, we come to an end of this tutorial. For any doubts or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.